Hello, everyone, and welcome to the New Beginnings in 2021, our latest YouTube series, which is aimed to help you discover your unique master key that will help you unlock your true potential and be the best version of yourself in 2021. So, this week, I want to talk about the trap of indecision. This is a trap that many of us find ourselves time and again when we are in a situation where you have multiple options and you're not able to decide which is the option that is best for you. The trap of indecision is actually a serious trap, and it's more serious than it looks because it keeps you stuck in a place, deteriorating your growth and development. If you are stuck in a place of indecisiveness for a long time, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop learning, you stop evolving, and hence you stop moving forward. And therefore, it is very essential to understand how can you set yourself free from this trap of indecision. While I don't have perfect answers, and in fact, there are no perfect answers, but I would like to share with you three very powerful things that have always worked for me in the past, and I'm very confident will work for you as well. So the first is whenever you find yourself in the trap of indecision, when you're not being able to decide which way to go, then take a decision. Whatever that decision is, just make the decision no matter what, because it is better to make a decision than to stay confused. A few weeks ago, I had made a video on why you should stop questioning your past decision, and you may want to revisit that and watch that video again to gain some more clarity. But it is always better to make a decision rather than staying confused. Because even if you make the wrong decision, or even if you make a decision that does not turn out to be as per your expectations, the challenges that you would face as a consequence of a decision that you have made will always help you grow and evolve as a person, and therefore eventually it is better to keep moving forward rather than staying stuck. So make a decision no matter what. Now the second point is sometimes no matter what you do, no matter how hard you analyze, no matter how much you think about it, and no matter how many people you seek advice from, you are still confused and you are still unable to make a decision. At those times, in those moments, if it is not a dire emergency, it is okay to decide to not make a decision. Now, my dear friends, I want to clarify that to decide consciously that I don't want to make a decision right now is very different from staying confused. Because when you decide to not make a decision, that is still a decision. And while doing that, you're closing that door of confusion in your mind, and therefore you get more clarity in the process. And when you decide to not make a decision about something, you are mentally distancing from it for a while. And when you mentally distance from something, from a problem, from a situation for some time, and when you then come back to it, usually you can see the situation in new light. You're able to get new perspective, fresh perspective, and better insights about the situation. And that only enables you to make a better decision. So sometimes if you find yourself in a place of too much confusion, that is really keeping you stuck and not allowing you to move forward, then you can decide to not make a decision and let that be for a while and wait for the right time and right signals from the universe to then go back and make a decision. That is perfectly okay. The third and the most important thing is a powerful formula that I want to share with you that has always helped me make some major decisions of my life. This formula is especially relevant when you need to make big decisions that can actually be life-changing. This formula will ensure that you not just set yourself free from the trap of indecision, but will also allow you to make the right decision. And that formula is Ask yourself, why do you need to take this decision? If you're faced with a situation where you have a couple of options or multiple options to consider, and you have spent a lot of time logically analyzing which one is the best option, ask yourself this question: for every option that you have, why do I need to consider this option? And you need to have a really powerful why. If your why, if your reason for making that decision or for considering that option or for going that way is powerful enough, then that is the right path. Now, how do you decide if your why is powerful enough? Two things. The first is, whatever you decide needs to be a natural extension of who you are at your core. And secondly, whatever you choose or whichever path you decide to take needs to give you the platform to be able to contribute and add value to the lives of others. Whenever we make important decisions, we always consider and look at what is it that I am going to get out of this. And what we forget to look at is, how is this decision going to allow me to give and share? The formula for happiness always lies in your ability to contribute, add value, and share your gifts with others. If you are in a place or if you are in a situation that allows you to use your strengths to contribute and add value to the lives of others, then you're going to be happy. And ultimately, every decision that you make in life is always for your own happiness. Now, let's take the classic case of having to choose between a full-time job and becoming an entrepreneur. Say you are in your mid-career and you have a fair amount of expertise and experience in your craft, and now you're wondering whether I should start up something of my own. Should I be an entrepreneur or should I go in for a full-time job? Now ask yourself why. Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? If your answer is something like, because I want to make more money, or something like, because I want to now finally be my own boss and have some freedom, then ask yourself a further why. Why do I need that freedom? What does that mean to me? And if you don't have any powerful answers, then maybe that is not your path. A few years ago, I made this mistake. I joined my husband and decided to be an entrepreneur because I felt that it will give me the opportunity to work with my husband and be close to him. It will give me the opportunity to have a fair amount of work-life balance. It will allow me to be flexible and work from home and all of that. But that was not a powerful enough reason because of which my mission or that path of being an entrepreneur was not really very successful. And very soon I decided to then take up a full-time job. And in retrospect, when I look at it today, I realized that I had decided to be an entrepreneur for all the wrong reasons. I did not have a powerful why of why is it that I want to start up on my own? Why is it that I want to be an entrepreneur? So if you want to be an entrepreneur because you feel that when you have the freedom to be your own boss, it will allow you to do more of what you're really good at and use your strengths and skills to contribute and make a difference in the lives of people, then you have a powerful why, and that is the right path for you. On the other hand, let's look at the full-time job scenario. Ask yourself, why do you need a full-time job, or why do you want to take up a full-time job? And if your answer is that because it will give me a fixed salary at the end of every month, we all know that that's not a powerful enough reason to be in a job, because you're only looking at what is it that I'm going to get from my job. And that's the reason we all know of at least one person in our close circle of friends or associates who are in a job, in a full-time job for a very long time, getting a good salary but are not happy with their jobs. But if you think that your full-time job gives you the platform to use your strengths, your knowledge, and your experience to serve and add value to the lives of others, then you are in the job for all the right reasons. So, my dear friends, I hope the message is clear that you need to have a very powerful why in order to be able to make a decision. So, this week, I urge you to try this out, apply this formula to your situation, and in the comments section, let me know how this works for you. And if you need help in applying this formula to your specific situation, if you're not able to clearly understand your real why, then feel free to get in touch with me. Reach out to me. I'm always available. You can direct message me, you can email me, or just put in the comments section below and I will get in touch with you. And if you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe and share and spread the energy of goodness all around. So wishing you all the best and let's meet again next week.